Yo, what's good? It's your boy AP back with another Cavs connection video. Little update on my thoughts of this past season, and just gonna kind of talk about what I think and what I would like to happen in the offseason. So, if you're watching this, you know we just lost the Celtics in five. Very unfortunate situation. Very unfortunate. I'm not necessarily on the side that we would have like 1 in 5 or 6 if we had a fully healthy team, because you put this if you make them fully healthy and put Porzingis in there, I think we bring it to 6 or 7 if we're fully healthy too, because Porzingis just adds like another dynamic to that team that's scary also. But if we're fully healthy and Jared Allen goes through this and Donovan never gets hurt, I think we win in 6 or 7 if there's no Porzingis and we're fully healthy. That's just my opinion, but I might be biased. Anyways, so on this past season, I see it as an improvement. Obviously, yes, our record. I think we won 2 or 3 more games last year. I'm not really sure. So record wise, that we weren't better than last year. But obviously, we technically didn't really even move in the standings because I'm pretty sure it was 4 or 5 last year. Anyways, so regardless, it was a very good learning curve for guys like Evan Mobley, even guys like Jared Allen, Darius Garland, and some of the not really young bench pieces that we have, but like because CPJ probably learned from it. Obviously, he didn't play, but he probably learned from it. Sam Merrill's not that young, and he's won a championship. But you know what I'm trying to say. It was a good experience for everyone, right? It was good. I don't want to say learning curve, I guess, but it was a good experience. Yeah, I'll just use that word. It was a good experience for all them to as a team too. I don't really have too much to say on it. It was an improvement. It was like I get record wise, it was not, but we had a lot of injuries, especially with Darius Garland, Evan Mobley out for a significant amount of time. And then obviously injuries mess us up in the playoffs again. So it's not like there's nothing we can do. It's a game of basketball, right? So I'm not really going to talk about too much of that because there's not much more to say. You know what I'm saying? I think it was improvement. And then what I'm going to say, and now we'll shoot the offseason. We'll kind of talk about what happened in this past season. So I'll start from the top to the bottom to the biggest news. Donovan Mitchell, I don't think he's leaving. This might be me like just wanting that superstar on my team, and I don't want him to leave. That could be it, 100%. But just with all the reports and stuff like that, if all these reports are coming out, right, saying he was disgruntled with the team, didn't like the coach, didn't like the immaturity or experience from the players or the lack of whatever, right? If he truly did believe all that, he's not going to post stuff like where he quote tweeted Chris Federer, I believe, and said cap to what he was saying about being disgruntled with the team and stuff like that. I just think if he really did want to move on, even if that stuff wasn't true, if he really wanted to move on, he would just let it be said, like a lot of other athletes who don't really are on social media like that. So I just don't think like it could still not be true, right? And he could still want to move on. He probably still would say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm assuming he would say nothing, but I just don't think if I'm Donovan Mitchell and I don't want to be in Cleveland, right? I'm not gonna go on to then defend what people are saying about how I didn't like my teammates, stuff like that. I don't know, because it's just seems pointless. I want out anyways. And he also was talking to Woj, saying he loves Cleveland. He's loved Cleveland ever since he came here 2 years ago. Like I just don't see him leaving. I just don't. Now the big question is it's almost like that's the biggest question, but it's almost like everything I'm about to say whatever everything I'm about to say and that I want to happen and kind of what the team needs to happen, I guess, in my opinion, kind of revolves on Donovan staying. So that's what all of this not info, it's not factual, but all my opinions are going to be based on that Donovan's staying and we're going to sign him to an extension, So if we sign him to an extension, Darius Garland, obviously we all heard those rumors that Rich Paul will then be talking to the management about Darius Garland requesting a trade if Donovan stays. Now, I get it. Okay, I truly get it, right? He's a ball-dominant guard, not DG. Donovan Mitchell's a ball-dominant guard. He's our number one. Like, there's no question about it. But the numbers from the season where we surprised everyone, Evan Mobley's rookie year, and Darius and Jarrett got all stars. The numbers, it almost the percentages went up. The numbers dropped a tiny bit. Donovan's first year, it's like for DG's numbers dropped a little bit when Donovan's like first year there, and it's just like I don't think GG's that bad of a player. Now, obviously, this year was garbage for him. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he played what especially in the playoffs when we need him most. He did not play well. I'm not sitting here trying to defend Darius Garland because that's all I'm trying to do. But I also believe that the kid was out for like 4 months, 5 months, if I'm not mistaken, with a broken jaw. It's not like he like that. That's a pretty serious thing. I'm saying, and I didn't read too much on it, so I'm not a doctor, so I really don't care. But I read a small snippet of a huge article about like how jaw strength or grip has to do with your actual grip. In a sense, I don't really know. Didn't really read about it. But if that's true, then that also is another reason. The kid lost like 13 pounds too after being out. You know what I'm saying? He's already small enough as he is. He needs that. Like Donovan's a bigger, stocky guard. You know what I'm saying? Like he's 215, 220 or whatever. Like, and he's got muscle. You know what I'm saying? DG was trying to get there, I'm assuming. And losing 13 pounds when you're already under 200 pounds and you're that short, it's just not going to bode well for you. I still have faith in him. He's my favorite point guard in the league. So if he goes anywhere, I'm still going to root for him regardless. But I truly believe that I think he should stay. I think they can work. I just think the first year, I didn't think it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I truly don't think it didn't work their first year together. But people are saying that Donovan's hindering Darius Garland, and that's fair. The only thing Darius has to start doing more is obviously get fully healthy, take this offseason, do what he needs to do to get full strength back. And then also he needs to, like, if he really does say this is coming from Darius, right? Just through his management, like through Rich Paul and stuff like that, he needs to talk to Donovan, you know what I'm saying? Because I truly think that they can, like, Darius needs to attack the ball more, attack the rim more. He does. He needs to be more aggressive scoring wise, because it'll open up things for him. Obviously, he's a playmaker. That's his probably, I don't want to say it's his best attribute, but it's one of his best ones. You know what I'm saying? He needs to attack, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's why people don't think it can work, because that's Darius, like they think that's Darius' best role. But I think they need to learn how to work together more, if that makes sense, rather than kind of just letting them go do one thing and the other one just stay on the wing or whatever. But my opinions on Darius Garland, I hope he doesn't get traded. But on the offhand, he does get traded. I don't really like the Brandon Ingram rumor that I'm hearing. I actually like Brandon Ingram. I really do. I just don't see, like, we need spacing with our bigs, and I'll get to our bigs in a moment. But like a lineup of Mitch, Strus, Ingram, Mobley, Allen, or Mobley and someone else. I don't know, because I don't know if we'd have to include Allen. Allen in the trade for BI. But I don't know. He's obviously a fantastic player. I'm not discrediting that at all, but I just don't know if I would like him as a fit on that team. I then saw a trade for like Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura for Darius Garland and a pick or something. I wouldn't hate that, but I don't love it still. It's very weird. I don't know. And then I saw the Spurs, obviously, because he's heavily linked to the Spurs, I think, about getting like Kendall Johnson or some shit, which that would fit our 3 spot a little bit more, but he's not. I don't want to say he's not a good shooter, because I don't know. I'm not going to act like I know. But yeah, so obviously if it happens, it happens. You can't do nothing about it. I wish him the best if it does, because obviously I just want him to succeed, and I think he will wherever he goes. If he stays here, if he goes, I just think this was a very off year, and it's fine. It happens to everyone. Maybe not everyone, but it happens to a lot of people. So that's that. Hope you stayed, DG. Much love. And then the big situation, I don't think Mobley's leaving. It doesn't make any sense. I see all these stupid rumors out about how the Cavs, Mobley's management or whatever told the Cavs not to draft. I don't know. We're not getting rid of him. There's just no reason to. He's a potential. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be, but he's a potential like superstar in this league. You know what I'm saying, if he doesn't even need to get nothing crazy, but He's already improving with his three. Not saying he's a 8 attempt, 40% free throw, 3-point shooter. I'm not saying that, but he's already improving, showing improvements. It's only his third year. He's and even in the last game against Boston, I get he when he was attacking, like he was like a lot of confidence stuff like that, and I think that will also come well. So I'm not really worried about. I'm not really going to talk too much about Mobley because I think the two that are definitely staying is Mobley and Mitch. That's my opinion. Now, Allen, I don't like the rumors, and it could be true. I don't know. Good rumors. So I don't know nothing about how he could have took injections to then play, but I just don't see Allen saying no to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna stay injured and just let my team lose. Like, I don't know. And maybe I don't know Allen personally. I don't fucking know nothing. So maybe he did. Maybe he didn't want to risk nothing. I don't know. Maybe it was more serious than the doctors thought it was. I have no idea. But I don't like all that rumors going around because I think Jared Allen he was our MVP of the year. Obviously, Donovan was our best player this year, but like Jared Allen was our MVP of the season, like the most consistent, like double machine. Like he was Donovan's right hand man throughout that 4 or 5 month period, whatever that DG and Mobley were out. So it's like I don't want to see him go. People are saying Mobley and Allen cannot work together, which blows my mind. Don't get me wrong. I get like we're in the modern NBA, big men need to shoot more, yada yada yada. Defensively, though, like I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. I truly don't understand how you can say that Mobley and Allen don't work together. Especially, well, they don't say they don't work together defensively, but just on the defensive side, like that's why we need to keep both of them. But like I said, I'm not the GM. I'm not making decisions. I don't know what's going on, and I just hope that it doesn't happen. But if it does, I would like 2 role players for him rather than kind of try to get a center his like of his caliber. It just doesn't make sense. I'd rather get like a serviceable. Jesus, what the fuck? Center back for him and like another role player or something that like maybe shooters. You know what I'm saying? Like a big that can shoot. I don't. Yeah, I'm not. I can't think of any on the top of my head, but I'm just saying like something along those lines. Or in the worst case scenario for me as a Cavs fan and me loving those two, DG and Allen get traded together in a package, and if that happens, bro, and we do not get a fucking sorry for cussing, if we do not get a wing that is above 6'6", 6'7", I'm uppercutting the front office. I have to. There's just no reason. I don't under, and now I might be exaggerating, okay, but I don't know how we have that much of. I get we didn't make the playoffs, we lost in the play, and da 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 da. I don't get how we had that much success the I think it was DG, Okoro, Lauri Markkanen, Mobley, and Allen lineup, and we went away from that. Now I get Lauri's a different breed. I'm not glad he went to Utah, but I don't think he was going to blossom into what he is now if he stayed in Cleveland. He would have been a great player for us 100%, but I don't think he would have blossomed into the 20 plus point per game scorer he is. But like why do we not think to go back? We don't even need a power forward to play with 3. That's not what I'm saying. We don't need another 7-footer and playing with 3. But a guy, try to find a guy like Jalen McDaniels or something who's a 3-and-D kind of guy, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, I'm a Max Strus fan. I like him a lot. I do. He's a 2 guard, though. He's not a 3. He's not. And he's held his own against Jason Tatum, did all this. Like, there's no disrespect. He's not a 3. He's just not. He's a starting 2. So that's another reason why I think we need to address the 3 spot, because now in my perfect world, nobody leaves and we trade. I like you as a person, but we trade like George Niang and like Marcus Morris and Sam Merrill or something, which I like them all. I'm not saying I don't, and I think Marcus Morris should stay, but trade them for like another bench piece, like better bench pieces or something, and then we can have Okoro and Strus and LeVert. Well, no, we got to trade LeVert too. I love LeVert, but he's got to go. But we can have the lineup be like DG, Mitch, whoever the 3 we bring in, Mobley, Allen, and then we have Strus off the bench like as a 6-7 man, which would be way better And you could still play him like 25 minutes a game if you want. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he's hot, like you got to keep him in because he can provide more than just shooting, as we've seen, because he didn't really give us shooting in the playoffs at all. But he was still playing a lot of minutes because he's providing a decent amount of playmaking. He was providing rebounding. He's providing defense. Like he was providing enough to keep him on the floor, obviously. But with that all being said, I'm actually very excited. It's almost like a reality show for me, I guess. Like I just like seeing all this unfold, not even just for us, like for the Cavs. I mean, for the whole league. I just love watching this, like seeing what guys decide, seeing what crazy stuff happens. Hopefully it is crazy though, because I don't want like, oh, he's linked to all these teams, but then except for DG and Jared Allen, I want them to stay. I don't care what teams I'm linked to, but like bigger names that are linked to teams and then they just end up staying with their teams. Like let's spice it up a little bit. You can say just not my team, but yeah, okay. Now this is for you, Spider. Okay, this is for you, Donovan Mitchell. This is me pleading for you to stay because Cleveland loves you. I'm from New York. I'm from New York, and I need you to stay in Cleveland, okay? Because we need you, and I know if we get you the pieces that you desire, that you want or need, we will win a championship as the best player. I don't care what people say. I don't care what it said on ESPN about you can't win with a guard that's a small guard. You can, okay? If you get the right pieces and you get the right role players, 100% you can, especially when it's you, my guy, okay? You're your dog, okay? So you need to stay. That's just me. And I hope you do. And if you do, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll appreciate it, okay? And then yeah. So Spider, you got to stay, my guy. It's been a great 2 years, and that's another thing too. I can't handle this heartbreak. Okay, I can't handle you coming here 2 years, get me excited about where the team's going, and then just dip. And if you end up dipping for nothing, I might cry. I might cry. If you end up signing or not signing or whatever, and we let you walk free agency, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna straight up cry. But that's it. So if you're gonna leave, tell us now so we can get a trade in and at least get something back in return for you. But you're not leaving though, right? He's not, guys. He's not. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on this past season and what I hope happens this offseason. Once again, I like where this team's direction is going, even if we have to get rid of some players or whatever. Like I think we know we need to address obviously the bench. We know we need to address obviously guys staying healthy, which you can't really address, but I'm just saying like we got to keep that in consideration when we're thinking about when all the fans and like Twitter is talking about trading the people. We got to keep in consideration the injuries and stuff, whatever. But I'm really excited where this team's going. I'm excited for the next 2 years, like not just the next 2 years, but I think the next 2-3 years will really be big for us. And I think we'll be if everything goes to plan, I think we'll be a top 3 to 4 seed for the next 4 to 5 years, 100%, especially if D-Mitch stays 100%. But I'm AP. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't know. Once again, I'm not an expert on this stuff. I just kind of spew my opinions and hope you guys enjoy it. I'll try to have maybe a video once every 2 weeks for the offseason, just to kind of tell you about rumors, stuff that I hear, and my opinions on them, and hope you like it. But I'm going to say it again, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like and comment down below. It really helps me out. Also, subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, I'm AP and deuces.